What? No, it's there's a latency. We going?
Happy Spooktacular.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Dominic Constz first ever live Spooktacular. I have my guests here, Maxwell King and Christopher Norman Badger. I've had Max on this podcast before, and I haven't quite had Chris on because he deleted the first time he ever came on. But that's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. And let's see, we have three people watching, and that's probably including myself, but that's completely okay. Tonight is the very first live stream we have for this podcast. We have a variety of activities, such as if you want to call in, you can check out the link in the chat, and we'll admit you into the podcast and into the Zoom chat, and you can show off your costume. You can be showing us your pumpkins. And then we're even going to be pumpkin carving together. And then if you happen to be on a Peloton bike, I'm doing a 60-minute Peloton right now. So I will be conveying that to you as I go along with the evening. We'll also be having a little bit of jazz bass as well. What? Okay, cool. Alrighty, well, first I'd like to introduce my guests, Chris and Max. Chris is the dude on the left, Max is on the right. Let's start with Chris. Chris, how you doing, man? That's real cool, man. That's real cool. How's your weekend been? You're muted? Oh, okay. All right, we have technical difficulties right out of the gate. Chris. How about now?
All right, welcome to the Chris and Max podcast.
Yo, what's up? How about now? Can you hear me? Yo, what's good? Hey, what's up? All right, Chris, talk. Max, talk.
Hey,
All right, cool. Can people hear Max and Chris?
live feedback.
Okay. All right. Can people hear Chris and Max now? How about now?
Rigger says no, Chris.
Based. Wow, very epic. Chris very muted. Wow. Okay, how about now?
What if this is
Can
all a
people
prank?
hear Max? Is it only Chris that people can't hear? Mr. White. That's based. All right, people in the chat, we really need your help. Jesse, no. Okay, cool. 5 viewers right now. What's based,
big
Jesse?
five.
Okay, Chris, keep talking.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
All right, how about now? Can people hear?
Hello, hello.
This should theoretically be working.
Hello, hello.
Can people hear Chris? Please, somebody in the chat. Please. Please. I beg of you.
Hello, hi. What's up?
Can people hear Chris? Can people can hear Chris? Ruger, you got to say Ruger, you got to help me out. Jack, you can hear Chris. Yes. Okay, Max, I need you to talk, man. I need you to talk for me, Chris.
I'm here.
I'm here.
People hear Max. Can
I'm here.
people
Everybody
hear
voice.
Max? No more talking for Chris. You're really not
All right,
really not
Turn
helping
off
me
your
out, man.
stream. Dom, close the stream. I can hear myself.
You can? How about now?
The audio's so...
The screen. Are you watching the screen?
What? What's going on? What?
the audio's so corrupted. It's playing twice.
You have to close the stream.
I don't know. I just had to mute the stream, dude. No,
Oh,
check
that's-
this out. Check this
Okay,
out.
guys. Okay, I think we're all good now. I think we're all good now.
That was great.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, let's get back on that Peloton.
Whoa,
Dom.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right.
No, it's not.
Get that-
No, man, I
get
just
that-
had to mute the stream. Okay, people can hear Chris. Chris can hear Max. Chris can hear. This is the first episode of the Dominant Constz podcast that's ever been live. Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Just
That's
hurt my
great, man.
hand.
That's really great to hear. I'm so
My
glad to hear
dog on a
that.
walk today, and I bought candy, but I bought Reese's Pieces, not the other pieces. So I bought Reese's Pieces. Peanut butter will kill me, so I can't eat those. But for the people that do want Reese's Pieces, let me know. Max?
I'm doing great. Reese's Pieces are my favorite candy. I like Reese's peanut butter cups. So
Well, they say opposites attract.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of favorite treats, I have do this fucking thing.
careful, man.
Doesn't actually work. Okay, I have some extra flamin' hot crunchy Cheetos that
Oh,
throughout the night I will be munching on. These are
Lovely.
twice as hot, just to get in the mood of Halloween.
I mean,
Dude, this fucking thing's going so fast.
I mean,
Fuck.
no, frankly, you're not going fast enough for my taste. So.
Shit. Okay, we're gonna just have to slow it down a little bit.
You
Okay,
gotta build up your stamina, Dan. Come on.
Max, how you been doing, man?
You have to burn
'Cause,
those calories.
What was that?
Oh, I've been doing good.
Okay, cool.
Like the fifth time.
You just released
The
that.
real
album,
question is,
didn't you?
Dom. Oh yeah, album came out yesterday. Real good. Real happy about that.
That's something I
Dude.
wanted to ask you about. Can you tell people
Little
about the
bias.
album, what it's called, and where they can find it?
Yeah. Okay. So the album's called Just As Advertised. It's out like virtually everywhere. You can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon. And yeah, it was an album that was like my quarantine project. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could make music and stuff, and I had a good, fun time with it. So there's lots of different genres and stuff. So if you don't like one song, you might like another because there's tons of different stuff. But yeah, give it a listen. Have some fun. Max Z King, that's the artist's name. Just As Advertised.
Well, so one thing I wanted to ask you about, because I had you on the podcast, and we were talking about just about like the writing and kind of like your process and how you've been feeling over quarantine. Were these songs all written? Were these songs written?
No, these are
at the beginning of quarantine, or have you had these for like many months now?
a lot of them were like a few of them were written at the very beginning of quarantine, but then they were written out like over like a 4-month period. So it took I took a lot of time. I kind of did one song at a time, and then at the end I threw it all together.
Yeah, that's cool. Well,
Dope album.
what was that? What was that, Chris?
Oh, it's a terrible album. That's what I said.
Well, Chris,
Well,
you wanted to talk about your favorite song.
That's not nice.
My favorite song
Yeah, what was your favorite song off the album?
off the album.
Yeah.
The second to last song, little song called "I Don't Need It."
Yeah.
I don't know. Max just kind of bodied that one vocally, instrumentally. It sounds like Max is the thing I like about it. Like it's not like the perfect
Thank you,
song,
Chris.
right? But it's like it's you, and I like that a lot, especially as an artist. I don't know. I can appreciate that a lot. So it's a dope album. It's like tongue in cheek at times, and then it's like actually serious at times. It's very cool. It goes all over the place. Genre wise, it's fucking crazy. So you bodied it. Good job, Max. Congratulations.
Well, Max, was that
That's
kind of
very nice.
the tongue-in-cheek kind of thing? Was that something you wanted to have throughout the album, or was that kind of by accident?
Well, there were some songs that I wanted to write like about things that were happening right now, and then other ones I just wanted to write about just a random like day-to-day experience or object. So less serious, less political or relevant, but just kind of a fun song. So I wanted to try as many different like songwriting like techniques and all that.
That's really cool. Well, another song I wanted to ask you about was Zora, and I absolutely love that one, especially the breakdown section with all these vocals. Was there a particular? You'd mentioned you'd been listening to a lot of Parliament and Funkadelic. Was like there a particular song that you've been listening to?
Well, that's like, yeah, Parliament. I basically stole that sound from Parliament, yeah, that's from like, We Want the Funk.
Yeah.
Tear the roof off the mother, basically. And I just wanted to go crazy, basically. I wanted a song that like featured like had a bass riff, so I just quickly wrote it on my upright bass, and then that became the basis of the song. And then yeah, so basically the music was written first and then the lyrics. And I was at this time where I was just I was just having this realization like, oh yeah, there's like a lot of like cool like occasions in life that like make things better and stuff. So like I went on this one run day where I needed a copy of the Count of Monte Cristo for school, so I ordered one off of Amazon, and then on my run on the curb I found a copy, and I'm like, well, this is great. This is like way shorter than the one. Yeah, like
Dude,
on the
that's
same day.
fucking
It's
crazy,
like,
man.
yeah, so that was the inspiration.
Max, what's your Zora? Like, what does Zora mean? I always wondered that. Like, does it have
The
anything?
first
to do
time
with-
I thought you were like mentioning your. Wait, what does Zora mean?
I thought it was like Zoriah. Like, I thought it had to be.
Yeah, well, basically, it is Zoriah, right? So I just
Okay.
shortened it to Zora.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
but it
thought.
doesn't. That's how I got the name, and then I don't know. Zora is just like a place in your life where you are just kind of like, you are like in the moment, and you are just kind of taking things, like you're finding the good things in the small moments. So like
Yeah.
that's what it means.
Yeah, man. Well, from like a production standpoint, you know, you're getting up there, man. Like, because I'm a big proponent of very speed, you know, because we both use Logic. But then, were you trying to like increase your vocal range for a lot of the like quarantine?
Well, like I never sung before, like 6 months ago, and I only started taking vocal lessons like 2-3 months ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know
And so
that.
yeah, so like half this album was like, half the vocals on this album were recorded before any vocal training at all.
Yeah.
So again, part of this was just me trying to like, it was a learning experience for me, right? So this was me learning how to sing and playing harmonica. I learned how to play harmonica and stuff. So yeah.
That's another Cheeto, I see.
Dude, I didn't know you could play the harmonica that well. Do you have a collection?
I have two. I have a collection.
How many? How many keys?
It's not a collection if you have just one. Two.
Oh, really?
2 keys. I have C and G. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
The harmonica, like, so how long have you been playing harmonica? Because, like, I don't know.
Like,
how do you
like
even
2
fucking
weeks.
approach that?
I was just like, all I knew was that I wanted a harmonica in there somewhere. So I'm like, okay, I'll just write a harmonica. I'll just practice for a little bit. And then I actually wrote another song that I never recorded, but it like had a harmonica riff, but like,
Oh.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just, this whole album was a means to like make myself learn stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I actually like, and also like when I listened to it for the first time, it, like what I was saying is it sounds like kind of Max, like it sounds like Max. I think is like just a complete byproduct of like your philosophy or mindset going into like producing it. So like, you're like, I don't know, just like you can hear in every single like note, every single take, especially in like a song like I Don't Need It, like I was saying, like in the second half, to me, like the acoustic guitar, like when the triplets, combined with like this like super heavy sound, but also like still really clean because you kind of know what you're doing, like you do know what you're doing, like it's just like it's really cool. I don't know, it's just like this dope DIY sound that just like I don't think you're like I don't know.
I'm really glad you like that song because that was like the one I had like took me the longest to like.
No, bro,
Yeah.
that song is so good, dude.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's real.
watching right now. How many people? We have 12 people watching now. We just had 14 going up.
Oh
12 people
yeah, make
watching
sure you hit
now.
that like button and share the URL.
Hit that like button. We got 2 likes and 12
Hey,
watchers. So
before we move on, got a quick note from our sponsors. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
On the road to 5 million.
What?
We're on the road to 5 million.
Yeah.
At this
yeah.
rate, at the end of the night, we'll have
I'm
5 million.
I'm trying to do sponsors right now. We'll be right back to that. But thanks, Mom and Dad, for raising me. My mom and dad are the sponsors of today's programming. Anyway, Max, back to you.
yeah.
Right.
So
Oh yeah,
shout out mom. And
Chris, you just released a new song like a few weeks ago, "Flourishing."
Dad. I did release a new song. All thing.
So
I'm
what's
about it.
flourishing about? I mean, I know what flourishing's about. It's
Wait,
but
hold
like,
on, hold on.
I mean,
Before we get on to flourishing, Max, can you speak on something really quick? Sorry, Chris. We'll get right to you. Can you talk a bit about where you really learned to program MIDI drums? Because there's some stuff in here where I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, that's something that I would never program. That sounds like something that someone could only ever play. You know, where do you think you found?
So
you got that from?
all the percussion, like there's some percussion on the album that I recorded. I did a little bit of drums, and all the bongos and like tambourines and stuff is me. But most of the drum kits are almost all like MIDI, and I think I just learned that from having a little experience playing the drums. So I just play something simple, and I don't know. I just do it. I just taught myself how to program MIDI drums.
Because
That's
like
it.
the dynamics.
Everything else.
I mean, because one thing I wanted to ask you about was like, when you're mixing, are you doing individual MIDI units like for the dynamics, or are you sending the individual instruments to different tracks?
Well, so I start with a drum kit like instrument on Logic, but then I split it so like every part of the drum kit is on a different track, and then I just have control over it individually.
Yeah, that's really.
That answers your question.
Yeah, that's just something I was really curious about because, I've just gotten more mics and I've really been interested in recording live drums, and getting a clean sound can be difficult, especially when you're just using like a few inputs. But at times, I kind of feel like Logic and like MIDI drums are so looked down upon that hey, why not just fuck it, just do what you use what you have. Luna, no. Okay.
Luna's
That's
gotta
okay.
get out.
Anyway, yeah, just use what you have, and I think you made that really great. Anyway, Chris, yeah, let's talk about flourishing now.
Let's do it.
Let's talk to it.
Yeah, well,
Talk
when
to
did
the
you get that idea?
Okay. Flourishing, though it's only like a single. It's sort of like, I don't know. I like to think of like what my like discography. I like to think of my discography as an album of sorts. So like I was trying to think like what would logically come after Berries, right?
Yeah.
And because of the way I write my songs, I think it just like kind of worked out that it would work, that it works like what's actually happening in my life, because Berries is about me, my music is mostly about like what I'm experiencing. So like my discography is sort of like just a bigger map of like different phases of my life. And then it's more in depth and more in depth as you go into the songs. So I was like trying to think like what is the logical next step after Berries? Like and then combining that with what I was actually experiencing. And then this past summer, like I just kind of, I don't know, like a lot of things changed for me because like back in 2018, I was like partying with people, but I didn't really have a good experience with it because just like, you know, shitty people. Yep, there's a photo of yep. And yeah, so
This is Chris 2018. Now this is band practice a few weeks
it's
ago.
a yes. And basically what
Over
I
a fire.
over a fire. What I did was I kind of took that philosophy, I think, from that I got from just being around shitty people 2018, and I kind of just like as I was reapproaching that stuff now this summer, like I was hanging out with people and I was like, you know, having some drinks, being teenagers, whatever it is, right? I was like, this is bad, like that equals bad in my head. But it wasn't because in cool I was like, I'll write a song about that sort of realization that like just because you're like, I don't know, sometimes you're doing shit with shitty people, like I'm having fun. And I also wanted to make something a little more like something you could play in the car. You know, I
Yeah.
like that sort of thing. So
Well,
that was
well,
the
well, well,
pretty much how it
that was a big thing while I was mixing it, you know, because that, you know, one thing about flourishing that I was really impressed with was the fact that it felt like a complete. It came almost from the same limb, the same storytelling that Barry's had, and the production on this, man, is so good. And the second I heard that first guitar track, that low end, really just full toned guitar, man, I was just so excited to release it. How has that song been doing so far?
Oh, it's
Like in the
been doing
numbers.
good. Like the video and the song combined have like over 1K now, I think. So like it's cool that like people are. I don't know. I'm really excited that people are like listening to it, and it has more plays than any other song in Barry's, except for "Figure It Out," which was like the bigger one. But
It's really catchy. Like you wrote a really good hook, and the
thank,
lyrics are really great. Like that's my favorite part about it.
thank you. Yeah,
I mean, besides your production, which is always amazing.
thank you, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, and
I mean,
you and
really, we should just pat.
there
This is just a 1 hour long pat on the back.
Yeah, we're just gonna suck each
feel
other off.
good Halloween. Okay, so we're getting wait, I'm gonna
Real great.
quick note here. We're getting to the 20 minutes, so I'm gonna start taking callers.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I'm really thankful we got a real diverse group here. Lots of different backgrounds and perspectives and ethnicities here. So let's get some callers.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
so,
I think a
so
caller.
everyone, there's a Zoom link in the chat at the very top of the chat. So I will admit you, and just turn off your camera, Chris. What's going on, man? Why are you like making that face?
Keyboard and a trackpad on your music. That's genius.
What?
I've never seen
I need to
anything
be
like
reading the chat.
a keyboard and a mouse pad.
What? Oh. Okay. So everyone, there's at the top of the chat. There's the live chat. There's a thing. Okay. Yeah. There's a couple of slides. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There's the album cover that Max made. Tell me a bit about. Did you this album cover? Well, the cereal box was made, I know, by Mike and Nelson. Picture was taken, I believe, by Max. Max, what did you ask Micah to do when you made this?
I just kind of I just wanted my like instruments basically. Okay, I don't know. It was a process. Okay, so I was like, okay, at first it was gonna be me, but I'm like, no, that's not a great idea. I wanted it to look cartoonish, like a cereal box, and so we kind of did this study and we looked at all these cereal boxes and what they had in common, and usually they have like our cartoon logo or like a mascot and like a big bowl of cereal. So we're like, what if instead of a bowl of cereal we had like a bongo or a drum at the bottom, and so you can see that like right there. That's the bowl of cereal, and then like instead of like cereal pouring on it, we had like falling instruments. It's a vague connection, but yeah, that was the idea, and yeah, no, it was just really fun. Just something that kind of like popped out at you.
Well, and so that leads me to my next question. The name of this album and its title track, especially just as advertised, what is that referring to?
So I came up with the album like name like towards the beginning because I didn't want to like set any high expectations for myself. So like whatever it like turn out to be, like this is what that's what it is. It's just I'm not gonna make any promises. So in a way, it's kind of ironic. It's like just as advertised, but was never advertised. Like I'm never promising anything for itself. Like what it will be. It's just gonna be. It's just it is what it is, right?
Oh, totally.
So yeah, that was the idea for
how does that
the
connect
album
to the
cover.
kind of the theme of the song, the title track?
Right. And so that's kind of similar, but the title track, like I was writing more about how like the world as we have it right now is not like as it's like promised to be, because we have so many problems. Like I wrote it like before like the sky was turning orange. I mean, obviously there's fires all the time, but there's literally lyrics like
Were you
they say the
referring
world's
to
on fire.
Australia or from the
I was
California?
at the time Australia, and then like
Okay.
and then like a few weeks later like California was just like completely like burning down, right? And so it's about the fires, but it's also about the fact that like yeah, things aren't as great as they're promised to be or they seem, right? It's not just as advertised, right?
Absolutely.
And I repeat the refrain just as advertised like all the time, but like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, totally.
but it's not true.
Yeah, that's a dope concept, dude. I like. I don't know, just like the whole image of it. Everything is just like it stuck to that, which is dope. Like you can tell like the mindset is kind of really into it with. Yeah, really work, man. Really work.
Thanks.
We now have. By the way, Dom, I gave them the link. You have to, Dom. I can't put links in the chat. You haven't given them the link yet because
Okay.
People are asking me for codes.
yeah,
Okay.
because people
There's somebody here.
oh, the password is spooked.
It's spooked. Yeah, password. Okay.
Hey, we have a caller.
Okay, so now it's gonna be a little messed up, but that's okay.
Yeah,
We
we'll see how
still
this
have
goes.
audio. We have another dude named Dominic. Dominic, can you unmute yourself? Or Ruger? Okay. I think we got too many people in the chat.
No, Ruger is the same person. He's
Okay,
changing.
cool. All right. Ruger, you can unmute yourself and show your face. How's it going? How's your Halloween going?
It's going great, especially as I see Chris right now.
That's
Yeah.
really cool, man. You
I
dressed
love
up
her.
as something?
No, I'm just in a Discord call
with
with
who?
Jan, with my boy Jan. And yeah.
Jan
Yeah.
sounds like a cool person.
What's the best piece of candy you had today?
What are you most, motherfucker? What are you most sad about missing this Halloween with the pandemic?
Being outside.
Well, that's really too bad. We got one more. Fuck, I can't see from here. I think there's one more person that's gonna be on the chat. Okay, Ruger, you got anything else to say to all the people?
Oh yeah. I want to shout out my boy Jack Landis.
All right, Jack. Jack,
Let's go, Jack Landis.
we send our love and our
Just love
spookiness
to
to
Jack.
you, ma'am. We love you, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Okay.
We love you,
Ruger,
Landis.
all right. I'm gonna take another caller. Is that cool?
That's
I think
cool.
it's
All
Very.
right, cool. All right. If you could leave,
Thank you, Ruger.
that
Thank
would
you
be
for
cool.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right, let's see.
your
Ruger
kind
is a
Other
palindrome.
callers. Okay, let's see. I think we got some chat going. I can't see this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a waiting room. Ugh. Okay. All right,
What
let's see.
am I-
Who's
what-
this?
what good?
Who's this?
Oh, who's this? Looks
Who-
like we have a
What's this
caller.
person's name?
What'd you say,
All
buddy?
right, person in chat, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself. What's up?
This is Kai.
So, my name is Kai.
Carl, what's up?
I got a question.
Yeah, what's
How
up?
is school going for all of you?
I couldn't hear that. What did you say?
How is school going for all of you? He said.
Oh, it's going all right.
It's going good. How's school
Yeah,
going
it's-
for you, Kai Schmidt?
I think it's going okay. I'm having a little bit of problems with Zoom because my Zoom is just having a lot of issues and stuff. But it's just hard, you know. Everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
There's
got
a
that.
lot going on.
I get distracted all
Because
the
my
time.
MacBook has just been crashing like all over, and it might be viruses from God knows what. So my dad has to help me kind of add all
that's
these
cool.
components together and make sure that things work. So it's just not a really rational situation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sounds
All right, Kai, well, we
irrational.
have some other callers to get
Sounds
to.
good. Well, thank you for having me in your podcast. I appreciate it.
Thanks,
you,
Kai.
Totally, Kai.
Have a good night. Take
Yeah,
care.
you too, man.
And hope school goes well.
Okay, let's see
Thanks
what's
for
going
asking.
on.
We'll try.
Okay. Impending.
That's-
Wait, did someone else leave?
That was nice.
What happened?
That was
Real nice
a
guy.
good call. That was nice.
Okay,
Made
I'm gonna
like
go to my.
Made you
next
happy. Made you smile.
Let's see.
Who's
Okay,
in next?
here's another
Real
picture.
good smile.
Okay. Where did all the
Dom,
participants?
don't you stop on that pallet on that
Okay.
on that.
Yeah, Dom,
See,
you
all
got
right.
a whole Iron Man to go.
Come on.
Okay.
Who's in?
Hey, Stephanie, what's up? All right, everyone. This is my girlfriend,
We have
Stephanie. I'll
Steph
introduce
Gerson
her.
in the call.
She's been on my previous podcast. I believe it was episode 4. You can go and check that out on Spotify or, yeah, mostly Spotify and YouTube. How's it going, Stephanie? What's your costume?
I'm Dion from Clueless. My roommates and I just took pictures in my apartment
Can you
for an
move a
hour.
little bit to your left? Your left?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
It's
you're
you.
right. You're right. Yeah, get a little bit
Yeah,
more in
yeah.
frame. Yep, a little bit more. A little
There
bit
you
more.
go. You made
A little
it.
bit more. Perfect. Perfect right there. Cool. Yeah, now you're in frame.
You look really good, Dom.
All right, thanks.
He's
You look
killing
really
it.
stable, Dom.
Totally not having like a midlife crisis or like a mental breakdown. No.
That's
He's-
not
he's
what's
hungry,
going
too.
on. I'm doing perfectly fine. Remember what we said we wouldn't talk about that?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Dom. Manual breathing.
What?
What?
I can't hear you, dude.
That's all good. It's all good.
Okay, cool.
Stephanie,
Hey, if you're watching this right now, remember to give this
I have
video
a
a like.
question. Is
Okay. Yeah.
Is it Stephanie Gerson or Jerson? Someone asked me.
Gerson.
Okay, that's
Gerson.
that's what I said. I was on your side. Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
so
It's Gerson.
yeah, it's Gerson. Of course.
Of course. Of course.
If it was Jerson, there'd be a J. So
Yeah.
Stephanie, are things going crazy down there in Santa Barbara? Are people looting and throwing things yet?
I don't know because I just spent the last hour taking pictures with my roommates. Sorry, I'm a little tired.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, but we're gonna watch Coraline. Last night there was a Zoom with Pete Davidson
How's
that
he doing?
he put on. So, and it turns out that we like we like the same strain of weed, so that's cool.
Oh, that's really cool. Well, my parents might be watching this, so just so you know. How's Pete Davidson doing?
yeah,
He's doing well. He seemed kind of tired because it was like 1 a.m. In New York, but yeah.
That's late.
So that
it's
was
stuck
cool.
at 1 a.m. in New York.
Because like we had the Zoom at like 10:30 our time, and they were like rehearsing for like tonight's show, I guess. So
Tonight Show? Oh, wait, no, SNL.
yeah, but like the show is happening like now. So Dom, that's your competitor, is John Mulaney.
Yeah. Well, you know what? All the people here, they're loyal to the truth. Okay?
This is
Don't
the
give
truth
in
here.
to that to NBC. Okay, we're out here doing freelance. I mean, we're
We'll be
using
doing
Zoom
election
and
coverage.
YouTube, but this is freelance. This is independent, and OBS. We're also using OBS. Thank you, OBS.
And shout out Mom and Dad. That's awesome.
Have you got any trick or treaters, Stephanie?
No, I don't think there are. And if there are any children in Isla Vista, like, yeah, it's not safe. But honestly, like there's a lot of police around. I don't know. I haven't left my house today, so
Huh.
so yeah.
Well, I was Luna and I were walking around, and yeah, people were trick or treating, and it was really concerning, and yeah, that was.
I mean, I don't even know what the safest way. Maybe if you just like chuck candy at kids, like I guess that like eliminates the contact. But
Okay.
Mom's doing the safest way to do Halloween as you really can. Right now.
yeah,
She's
So-
also a good role model for most.
yeah.
Okay. Have you been decorating? Have you been decorating around the apartment?
We have like one pumpkin. It's very cute, and that's kind of it. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So yeah, that's part of the program today. We're gonna be decorating. I couldn't actually find any pumpkins. These were the only things I could find. So we're gonna be doing that in about. I don't know. I think we can just do it now. Let's see. Do we have any other callers?
Hey, do you have any other callers? If you haven't called yet,
Okay. All right.
Now's the
Yeah.
time to
Feel
do
free
so.
to. Feel free to call anybody. Feel
Chris
free to
put on
call
the
at
music.
any time.
Chris put on the music.
Dom, you good?
Yeah, I'm having these extra spicy Cheetos. Okay. All right, everyone. Now we're getting to the pumpkin carving part of the show. Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much for joining.
Of course.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Thank you for calling.
All right, so we're gonna get to the pumpkin carving part. Max, Chris, you guys have any pumpkins?
The only pumpkin I have is my head, so I'll just hit myself in the head
Okay.
whenever you feel.
All right. Well, first things first, you gotta put on goggles, kids, and your gloves. Safety first, all the time. First thing we're gonna do is just tenderize them. You gotta, if you have a mallet, a small mallet like this, you just gotta tenderize your pumpkin. Okay? Really get it open. This looks like a little alien dick. Just gotta tenderize them a bit. And by the way, for all my Pelotoners, we're doing an all-out sprint right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, now
Oh, I
next,
feel tenderized. My pumpkin
next
is
you gotta
tenderized.
relieve the pressure. Because they got a lot of pressure, okay? Take a screwdriver like this, and you just stab it open, okay? Just each one. Each little
Okay.
bit. Sometimes it needs one. Right there. Okay.
I feel
You guys hear
tender.
me okay?
I can hear you just fine, Dominic. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Okay, 2, 1, 3. Okay, one more.
More? Gotta make it count. Dom, what's the end goal here?
So, shit. Okay.
Sorry, I almost forgot
Okay,
to
so
tenderize.
then we're gonna take the pieces, and you kind of gotta get them into a fine paste. We're gonna turn it into a fine paste.
I don't know.
You get
I
your
don't know if I can
axe.
do it, Dominic. Okay.
Okay. Ah, shit.
I can't.
Okay.
Dom, my pumpkin doesn't do that. I can't do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I never had a pumpkin.
Okay. Now you got your pieces. Okay. Now we're gonna dye them. Okay. We're gonna use this as the paste. And now take a little bit of spray paint. Shit.
No, I'm so excited to see this design you're coming up with.
What? There's someone. We
Nothing,
got a
nothing,
caller.
nothing. Hey, keep going on. Keep on the paladin.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Hey,
Hey,
caller,
you got a
what's your
caller?
name?
KJS drums.
Drums, Mr. Drums, how's it going?
Hey, caller, what are you up to? How you
Good.
doing?
How are you?
Who is it? Say, what's your name?
My name is Aaron Birchwood.
That's cool, man. How's your Halloween going?
It's going pretty good. Pretty slow. You know, not many trick-or-treaters.
That's
Okay,
cool.
that's cool. What are you dressed up as? Anything right now? You want to show us what you dressed as?
Sure, why not? See, it's kind of hard. I'm dressed as the ultimate blackness because I'm dead inside. So.
Okay. It seems a little racist, but that's okay.
Hey.
Dark.
No,
I know
but
this man.
yeah. You were at my house earlier. I'm really think you. I don't know. Like, what's going on? Are you betraying me? Like, what is this? Is this some sort of joke to you?
What?
New caller. Take a new caller now.
Whoever you
Hey, we have
are,
another caller coming in.
whoever you are, we don't need you
We're
on
losing
this.
KJS drums, Mr. Drums. We're losing connection.
Mr. Drums, I'm sorry, I have to.
You know what?
we
I
can't
think
hear
Berkeley
you.
is happy to have you
Hey,
at the
if you
program.
could
Damn it.
leave, I'm gonna.
All right, we're losing connection. KJS Drums.
Okay,
Oh.
you're removed.
Shit.
Can you guys hear Mr. Drums? Oh, no, he's
Okay.
Oh, that's.
All right,
that's too-
next caller.
I think it was his computer.
We have another
Okay, we
caller.
don't have another caller.
minute.
That's okay. Somebody get on the link. Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
We're taking
so
callers.
sometimes the can of paint doesn't
On the road to
work.
5 million. 5 million
We're trying
viewers.
to get, yeah, thank you, Max. So sometimes if the can of paint doesn't work, very simple. That's why you have the back side of the axe. Just simple hit. Sometimes you miss. So that means
That'll do it.
I'm not gonna get that. So we're not getting any paint out of that.
Oh,
So
yep.
we're just gonna get it into
That's
an even
nice.
finer paste.
Ooh.
And then I have my canvas back here. And we're gonna, okay, this is a good piece. We're gonna draw a pumpkin. Can you hear me?
I can just
hear
fine.
you.
All right, cool. All
You get hit. You get hit.
right, hopefully you guys can see this. That'll be a good piece. You're gonna use the juices. We're gonna,
He's real good, Dom. Looks real good. Looks real
sometimes it doesn't
stable.
work
Real-
as well,
real
so you need to
stable.
get a juicier piece. Here we go.
That's my favorite method of drawing pumpkin.
That's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny, I admit.
That's fine, man. That's fine.
Okay. And there. It's all pumpkin-y now. It's a pumpkin.
What are you drawing, Dom?
A pumpkin.
I got the pumpkin juice on it. It's now blessed. And it says Halloween Spooktacular.
Hey,
Yeah!
great work. That was a good payoff.
Thank you.
Well done.
That payoff was worth that.
Thank you.
That was worth the wait.
Okay. All right,
Dom, what
Max.
you dressed as? Some sort of man?
So Max, you said you were gonna play a song for us, right?
If you'd
That is what
like
you
me
said,
to.
though.
We can all play together.
Okay. Okay, Chris, can you take things over for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard Maxie King's newest project, but it sounds a little something like this. It sounds really. Sorry about that.
So bored in my living room,
Max.
I'm having dinner soon. And you know I can't deny that I want my fork and knife. I'm smelling food, I'm in.
So Max, can you tell us about the songwriting process of this deep song?
Fork and knife is actually a metaphor for the international political crisis in the Middle East. No, It's a fun dinner song. That's all.
The second
came to
second
me-
one was a lie, right? I saw you win.
Okay, fine. It really is about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
So how does the fork relate to Israel? How does the knife relate to Palestine?
The geographical shapes of the borders. No, I don't know. It's nothing like that.
How did
I
you,
lied.
how
It's
did you
actually
come up with that?
it's actually about it's actually about the global climate change and sea levels rising.
How did you
about-
feel like I'm gonna write a song about forks and knives? What like were you holding a fork like? I don't know. Just tell me a little bit about that, Max. Tell me about yourself.
Well, if you say fork and knife fast enough, it sounds like fucking knife. And so that was the joke,
Wow.
but it's not obvious, and I didn't really care.
I
for
never
that.
caught
That was
that.
the
You know, I
idea.
think that's what's cool about your music. It just always has like more
Right.
depth than what you
Right, lots of layers, like onions.
like on it. Isn't that a Pink Panther quote? Steve
Right.
Forsythe? Steve Martin?
They actually say it in Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. You ever seen that movie? No? It's a good one.
Chat. So give us a
Go on,
survey.
go on, Chris.
Give us something. Have you ever seen Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire? Let us know. So Mac, you
Let's
run a
talk to
YouTube channel. You run a YouTube channel called Big Boy Lunch, correct?
Right, I'm Big Boy Lunch. Well, I'm not. Well, actually, you are Big Boy Lunch as well, if I'm right. Am I right? You were featured in Hey Bro Wanna Jam and Harry Potter is a Slut and one more video. Oh,
don't think I've ever
did you
heard
say
of-
by chance?
I don't think I've ever heard of Big Boy Lunch, but I know for a fact that you run a YouTube channel called Big Boy Lunch. And tell
Right.
us about like your process with BBL and how that started.
So BBL started as a YouTube channel for the Lunch Club, which was a high school club I ran from junior to sophomore year, and it was to create supplementary material for my presentations for the club, and then it quickly became into just any kind of sketch comedy video, any
hey, we got a
boring,
caller.
any
We got a
silly
caller.
video.
Here we go.
Caller!
Hey, caller, how's it going?
Max wants to
What's your
hold you
name?
for a sec there. The caller
I
isn't
know.
in yet. Oh, it looks like
It's
we have a
Dominic
call from
Venturelli
Dominic
again.
Venturelli.
Hey, I'm a guy named Dominic. How's it going? Welcome to the Dominic Constz podcast, first live ever. How's your Halloween going?
Alright, this is my second time calling in, but
Hey, that's cool.
I have to ask Chris and Max a very important question.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, Dominic Venturelli.
Alright. What is your favorite Minecraft enchant, Chris and Max? I need to know.
See, that's
Chris,
a
we'll
tough
start with
question. I'm gonna have to go. So in terms of practicability or practicality, I would say the mending enchantment is a fairly new enchantment, but the mending enchantment really just changed the game because before you'd have to enchant your items, and you could get a god enchant, you get all your items like enchanted the hell up. And then when you go to the anvil, because you have all these enchantments, you use diamonds to repair your diamond items, and then you can only do that like 2 or 3 times, correct? So essentially, what happens is you lose your item at the end of the day, and you have to re-enchant everything. It sucked. So the mending enchantment really just changed everything because you just go to an XP farm and all your items are 100% again. You never have to enchant them again. So in terms of practicality, I'd say mending. In terms of just for fun, I would probably say fire aspect 2 or knockback 2, or any of the flame ones. Flame on bow is a lot of fun because you can set enemies on fire. But yeah, those would probably be my favorite enchantments. What about you, Max?
Well, actually, my favorite enchantment's the opposite of yours. If you were to ask me what my favorite enchant was, which you are asking me, it's actually the most biblical one, which is obviously the best one because it's the closest to God. And that's going to be Frostwalker, because if you have Frostwalker on your boots, you're closest. You can be Jesus and you can walk across the water.
It's not all offensive.
Frostwalker.
If I'm not mistaken, there's only one Jesus.
There's only one. What'd you say?
Of course. I have one more question.
Well, what's that?
Mainly. Okay.
That was a good
Chris,
question, by the way.
what is your favorite TV drama, Chris?
By the way, everyone following along on the Peloton, we're at an all out right now.
My I think my favorite drama would probably have to be one with Walter White.
We don't have all day.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad would probably be my favorite.
That's pretty based of you, Chris.
Hey, Dominic. We didn't take callers to insult us.
Dominic, you don't have to insult me like that. So, hey, Dom, you go ahead and take the next caller, please.
What?
Thank you and goodbye.
We'll go ahead and take the next caller. Like, we don't need this negative.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, there's another picture.
Dom, keep on the Peloton.
Fire aspect, really? That's your favorite?
Okay.
Well, Fire aspect is fun. I forgot about Cross.
Mending was a good choice. That would have been mine.
Mending is the best.
I couldn't copy you. I couldn't do that to you.
Yeah,
Obviously, Mending's what if I had answered first, I would have said that.
I kind of answered first because I just kind of have that kind of presence, just the type of guy.
All right, what's the chat looking like? I haven't seen this.
You may be that.
Oh wow, there's a lot.
People,
how many people have been on this?
It's been like 15, 13 consistently, and I want to thank each one of you, 13 people, for coming.
Okay, I want to hear that.
Keep on that Peloton, baby. Come on.
Like, go all night, baby. All right, cool.
We got to get to the finish.
Yeah. All right, we got 9 more minutes. Okay, almost. All right, one. Okay, if we want more callers, we're gonna do about 4 more minutes of callers before we get to the musical section of our. So we're gonna take one more caller before we get to the musical section of the evening.
Well, it seems like Max here is going into the Big Boy Lunch channel and commenting.
Do not pass go. This is
Go to the
bullying.
Christopher Norman Instagram.
Do not collect $200.
There's a link in bio, and you can join the Zoom meeting.
Chris, that's really strange because I gave you access to Big Boy Lunch not so long ago.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
My sister texted me.
So,
hey,
according to BBI here, if you want to go to join the Zoom meeting, if you'd like to call in, it's Halloween. What else are you doing with your life? We got 4 minutes left of calling time. Click that link in bio.
We're at 4. Yeah. Okay. Somebody call.
Somebody call.
5 million.
If nobody
5
calls,
million.
I don't know what to do.
If you're the how many calls have we had? Have we had 5 calls?
At least 1.
At least more than 2. So
at least 1.
If you're the 666th caller, you get nothing.
If you're the 666th caller, you get nothing, but you'll be known as a 666th caller.
Aren't we road
Call
to?
I can again. Now let's get somebody new. Somebody else call in.
New people. Come on. Big Boy Lunch. Seems like there's a guy named Big Boy Lunch in the chat. You might want to join.
Okay.
Hockey Elite. Hop in. Drop in.
BBL is really hitting.
I mean, it's you comments on this. I don't really.
All right. So I got a
That's not
dilemma
even
here.
funny.
We want to go for another 6 minutes and 43 seconds, or do we want to go into another chat?
So
Okay, here we go. Last caller of the evening.
Oh, we have a caller.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we got them. Who are they? Okay.
Mr. Seagal.
Finally, someone lets in a real gamer.
Yeah, man. What's up? How you doing, man?
Who is this?
You know who it is. Say
Hey
my
man,
name.
what's your name? What's your
You already know.
costume?
Oh, yeah, I'm dressing up as John Siegel. I think you
Okay.
might know.
Okay, how's your Halloween been?
The legend.
Pretty good. I did some Apex with Chris earlier. Actually, no, I didn't. He said, get on in a bit, and then he never did.
Okay.
Wait, this way?
That's
No, no.
messed up.
Who's Chris?
No, this way. I think.
Who's Chris?
Who's Chris? I don't know who Chris is.
That seems. I don't know why you would just make up that.
Okay.
I don't think you
Oh, I do have a question though. I wanted
what's
to
the
ask
question?
Chris about the new upcoming season in Apex Legends. I needed to know. What do you think of R9 coming back to the loophole? Oh,
All right,
this is
that's-
open for
that's
you guys too.
That's
if
for
you
you
want.
guys. I don't know anything about
Thanks
this.
for opening up the question.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know anything either.
Other way based.
I think that you know, yeah. Thank you for calling.
Don't worry, Chris. I know you
Yeah,
have
John,
an
you got
opinion.
7
You'll tell me
seconds
later.
left.
We have
All right.
7 seconds left. Unfortunately, don't have to say goodbye.
2.
We'll be right
All
back.
right,
with
thanks,
the
John.
Dominic
Thanks for
Constz
coming to the Dominic Constz podcast. Okay,
Fuck you.
so now we're entering the music section of the podcast, and I'm in my warm down
Yes. No kidding.
for the Peloton, and we can keep going if
Do
we
you have any
want.
callers joining on the Peloton challenge?
We can open things up to the chat. And okay, what did Micah say? Everyone knows such a popular game that everyone knows about.
I don't know
Okay.
what that Siegel guy was talking
Based.
about.
That
What
was
does based
strange,
mean?
But it
What
was
is-
nice. of
what does
him
based
to open
mean?
up the question.
Based on what, Ruger?
Okay. Okay, now we're entering the music section of the show. Max, did you want to play something off your album? Because this was also another thing. I was also going to have
Live?
some jazz bass.
You just like kind of all playing a little music. Is that the plan?
Yeah, you know what? I got it.
I don't have any like instrument with me.
I think,
Okay,
I think
Dom,
we
got
should
it.
maybe
Wow, that's so loud. Multi-talented.
Something's not right.
Look at that.
Something's not right.
It's rocking out.
Tom, you okay? You okay, buddy?
I've never seen this.
Tom, you okay? Is everything all right? Dominic, so to all the viewers out there, this is the music section of the Dominic Constance Halloween Spooktacular.
Brand new music live in Dominic's Constant Studios.
Let's talk to it.
Let's get to it, everyone. I actually can't hear music.
Okay. I can't hear you, Dom, but so I don't know if you
I'm
guys
sure
know,
it's
but this
great.
is mainly a music podcast. So while it's may seem like a Paladin podcast or a music or a pedal podcast or a lit up microphone stand podcast, it's a comedy podcast in general because Dom is so funny. We're actually all musicians at heart. So we're gonna do some music playing. Dom, can't hear you right now, but I'll lay down the keys for Autumn Leaves. Let's do it.
All right. Let's talk to you.
You ready? Just warmed up.
Warming up.
You feeling warmed up, Dom?
Well, if you are on keys and Dom's on bass, should I play some? Do we need some drums then?
I don't think we need any.
You don't think you need what?
I don't think we need anything.
Oh. You don't need anything from me?
That's right.
It's fine then. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I didn't even want to play or anything in the first place.
If you want to hit a drum.
I mean, if you insist.
Cool. Dom, I hear myself. I think for all the viewers in the, a little loud, I think. A couple of viewers.
Live, Dominic, Constance, podcast.
Yeah,
Loud and
but we
clear,
hear
but-
ourselves twice, Dom. I know, we're good now.
These
Looks like we had
autumn
I'm
leaves.
back. Okay, cool. Yeah, something happened.
All right, Dom. You ready to play some music?
Hell yeah, man.
Max, sing.
Dom, it's distorting. You have phantom power on.
Chris, we have a question in the chat. Can you explain the meaning behind bass?
Oh, that proves that you will onto that. Bass. What's that? Yeah, but anyway, that's pretty much what it is.
Well said. True to the heart like
Have you got a question, Ruger?
this. Can you hear the drums?
Yeah.
Chris, you can hear the drums?
Dom, if you could turn down the buzzing a little
We got a
bit.
live jiving band then.
I need to tune a little.
Okay.
Ruger knew what that meant. He was he didn't know it, but like he had the idea, so he was glad.
Okay.
Dom, I can't hear you, buddy.
How about now?
No, we haven't been able to hear it at all.
It just buzzes.
I can hear the Peloton though.
We hear the Peloton loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
You can hear me. Okay.
I can hear you.
If you'd like, I can play the bass.
Yeah, if you'd like Max, then I can just take over for this one.
Right. We don't need you anymore.
No, we don't. We just need
Something's
to.
not right. Something's not working, man.
Dom, didn't you take? Looks like Mrs. King saying in the chat that you took audio production.
Yep, I did. I think
that's
I know
true.
what the
Why can't
problem
you
is. Yo,
figure
Chris,
out-
can you take over? Oh, I'm gonna review this. I'd say this was about a 6 out of 10 Peloton ride. Come to the end of the ride. I'm gonna go get a different bass real quick.
All right, Dom. Well, I guess in the meantime, I guess Max and I will just handle the audio department then.
That's right. That's what we're good at.
Yeah, I mean, not Dominic is not, but. Okay, so yeah, we're all musicians first, so I think we might as well just get started. I mean, like, we could all play a song. We could all each play a song. Like, I'll start with. Oh, it looks like Dominic's here. Unless we're all gonna play together.
I mean, that's the only way I would have it.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have it any other way.
wouldn't have. Yeah, that's for sure. There's a lot less ways for me to have it.
Okay.
Well, there's only one way.
A little bit.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh. Chris, it's so funny.
Yeah, so
There's something.
Bass,
of a joke?
I see John Siegel was asking me to tell him about bass. I don't know if he heard me, but bass. Yeah, and basically, so that's what bass means. So.
Again, that was even better said than the first time. I think.
Thank you. I've really just been working the way I articulate things in general. Just like
Do you read a lot? You must read a lot on this.
I'm so happy you recognize because I've been taking this quarantine time to work on myself and just really get into the artistry of literature. And
That's really brave.
Getting to the bottom of every single book I read mechanically. I actually memorized all of Dune from the top.
Right.
I won't recite it here, but we can do a podcast episode sometimes where I recite that particular novel. What was that, Dom? Sorry, I don't want to take too much attention there.
It's kind of like crickets. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little background noise.
Okay.
Yeah, it really adds to the.
Alrighty, everybody. I need to know too. Wow, great. I love this. Banger. Perfect. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that concludes our Dominant Constz
music
podcast,
section.
first ever live stream. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting. These are some weird times, so we had to, have a sense of normalcy by just coming together as we usually would on Halloween. This is what I do every Halloween.
Yeah, I'm glad I can finally get a view into what your life is like on Halloween, Dom, because usually I never know. You're usually just like, oh, I'm staying home this Halloween. It's kind of been a lot recently, like especially like last year. I was like, where's Dom for Halloween?
Yeah.
But it's so cool to finally see what you've been up to.
Yeah, man.
I've always been doing.
All
Yeah,
right, well,
certainly-
everyone go check out Max's album.
Certainly.
Just as advertised, I'm going to be putting that in the permalink when I put this on Spotify. What is everyone doing? And 10 out of 10 would watch stream again. Okay, stop, weeb. Set to Ruger. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much.
Had a good
And this has
time.
been...
Thank
All
you,
right.
Dominic.
This has been the first live episode of the Dominant Constz podcast.
I'd say it was success.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say so. It
definitely.
was insightful, fun, entertaining.
It was just about everything a success can be.
Yeah, dude, and I got my cardio in, man. I don't get to do that. I have to sit on my ass while I'm
true.
doing these podcasts,
Dude, I was ultimate multitasking.
Oh, I forgot to use my
And
hi-hat.
you-
I have my hi-hat this whole time.
Well, why don't we
That was some
end
good
the
art
episode off with a bang and give it a whack?
Okay.
That's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode, everybody. Thank you
All
for
right, good
tuning
night.
in.
Yeah, thanks for... What is this number? I mean, average watching... What is this? Playbacks.
We didn't get to
All
5
I'm gonna
million,
go through
but
the slideshow. Make sure
we had
everybody
Ruger
saw
AJS drums.
all the pictures. There's Chris. There's Chris again. And
Thank
there's
you
the
guys.
Halloween
Road to 5 mil.
Spooktacular. This cover was made by Stephanie Gerson. Alrighty, everybody.
Road to 5 mil.
May you fill with wisdom. Fuck Donald Trump. I'm voting Biden and Harris. Chris didn't vote because he's a loser.
I'm 17. I would vote if I was 18. Thank you for that.
Yeah, all right. Well,
Yeah.
everybody,
But you didn't vote, did you?
you
didn't
could have
vote.
voted,
I-
Chris.
That's all that matters.
Why didn't you, man?
Yeah.
Hey, hush,
I'm a
hush,
terrible
Chris. You
person.
didn't vote.
Okay.
You don't
Voters
have a
only,
voice in
vote.
this, Chris. Alrighty, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Fuck you.
What?